Lewis is strictly front wheel drive here. I'm here at work, filling up a bucket with some concrete here, some concrete. Guess they're filling the hole here, so they're using the bucket with the crane. But yeah, that's not why we're here. We're here to find out what the hell I have been up to, right? So I ended up going to the track, and the track was a fucking fail. I don't feel like I should show those clips of the day of the track because it was an obvious fail, and I don't want to bore you, but I will talk about it because after all, this is a vlog, right? It's a vlog. So I took out the Civic that morning. We went to the track. It was I would say about 3 weeks ago. I checked it over the night before. Everything looked good. Went to the track, towed it all the way up there. U-Haul fucked me over, but I ended up working it out. This is another reason why I want to get a trailer. I'm trying to get a trailer so that way I don't have to deal with U-Haul all the time. And not only that, I want to make the transition to having a registerable shell. That way, if anything happens with U-Haul or whatever, I could always drive it there. Not only that, I plan on buying a tow dolly in the future, so that way, you know, once my car's registered and all that stuff, I don't have to worry about towing it with a tow dolly because I don't know about where you guys are, but where I am, you can't have the back tires of a vehicle on the ground towing it without it being registered. It's a pain in the ass. I don't understand why they say that, why the laws are like that, but it is what it is. But yeah, I ended up going to the track that morning, and yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. I got to the staging box, or the burnout box, and as soon as I tried to do a burnout, I gotta move real quick. The axles popped out, both of them, both sides. Brand new insane shafts, 500 horsepower axles. They were $370 on eBay. They were distributed from just a seller that's selling 4 insane shafts. I had already talked to Insane Shafts themselves, and I've talked to the guy from the eBay, and they know each other somehow. And he just slings his parts, I guess, for him. So yeah, they popped out. Me and Jeremy ended up bringing it back to the pits. We took the tires off and all that stuff. We popped them back in, which is kind of my fault because I noticed when I first installed them, they went in kind of easy, especially on the transmission side, and I didn't think anything of it. So this is the end result. They popped out, and I got them back in. Went to go do another run, or try to do another run. As soon as I tried to do another burnout, they both popped out, but this time the splines ended up shearing, and on the passenger side. So I just packed it up. We got the axles back in somewhat. I was able to get it on the trailer, and we watched the rest of the races or whatever from the stands, and we just walked around. We still had a good day. I wasn't going to let that ruin my day. There was a lot of good cars there, a lot of muscle cars. There was a couple rotaries there that were pretty interesting. All in all, it was a good day. But it just sucks. I've been trying to get a pass out of this car for the past 2 years, at least a clean pass before I do the other engine, and it's just a little aggravating. So I'm taking the initiative to not cheap out on drivetrain parts anymore. I ended up ordering a M Factory LSD differential. It was about $700, and I ordered it from my local performance shop. It's supposed to be here this week. It was supposed to be here last week, but he said it was going to be here Monday, and now it is Tuesday. So I'm just patiently waiting. There was a shipping issue or something like that, and got delayed a little bit. So I'm waiting for that to come in, And the reason why I ordered the diff is because from the last time that I went to the track, if you guys remember me saying the axle broke and it snapped, this is the whole reason why I went with the insane shafts and went with the car steps hubs. When that axle broke inside the differential, it actually like spit pieces of metal, got all around the inside of the seat where it sits in, and I had to have that CNC machined to clean that up a bit, and it just left just a slight bit of play in there with the axle, which I didn't think was bad. It was just the tiniest bit of play, and apparently that's causing the issue. So OBX diff is getting taken out of there. I'm putting an M factory differential in there, LSD, and I'm not sure. I'm talking with Insane Shafts right now. Went back and forth with the eBay seller and Insane Shafts themselves, back and forth on emails and all that, phone calls. And what they're going to do for me is, instead of me having to pay the shipping to send the whole axles out there and pay the shipping to get them back, they said they'll send me both the inners, which are the inners that got messed up, if I just pay the shipping through PayPal, and then they'll send me the axles and whatnot, or the inners, so I can change them myself, and they're going to send me the clamps. So I'm still waiting for that. They were being a little sketchy about it. I honestly think this is the last time I'm ordering from Insane Shafts. I'm never ordering from them again. They beat around the bush way too much. I hate to say it. I don't like to bash companies on especially on social media and all that stuff, but I just have to tell the truth. They've been just not very helpful. They've been trying to like avoid anything. I had to go through this process where I had to fill out this whole bunch of paperwork and stuff, and even when I called the guy, he really wasn't even trying to hear it. He just said to fill out the paperwork and send emails. So after a whole bunch of emails, we came to a conclusion that it's best to do that. Just send the money and they'll ship me both inners and I can change them myself. What the hell is a warranty for? You know what I mean? But whatever. So I'm still waiting for that package to come in, if it's going to come in. If not, I got to complain to PayPal about getting my money back, and it's just a pain in the ass. Yeah, it's just not good. So we're going to wait for that to come in. The differential needs to come in, so I'm kind of hip. I took the Civic apart as far as the axles and all that stuff, and I need a half shaft as well, because the driver's side axle was literally stuck on the half shaft after we shoved it in there the second time, and I could not get the axle off the half shaft. So I ended up beating the piss out of the half shaft and the axle to get this thing out, to get these two to separate, and the half shaft just ended up getting ruined in the process. So I'm just going to buy a new one. I have to find where am I going to get one for a decent price. Kind of confused whether I'm going to go used, whether I'm going to go with a name brand aftermarket. Just it's very frustrating. I'm trying to make a clean pass with this fucking car for like 2 years, and I can never make a clean pass, especially working around my schedule with work. I'm so busy all the time. I mean, look at me right now. I'm talking to you guys, and it seems like every time I talk to you guys, I'm on camera talking to you at work, and it's just the way the cookie crumbles. I mean, this is what I do for a living, and the work schedule is crazy. I wish I had more time on my hands so I can go to the track more and make more videos and stuff like that, but it just doesn't work. But at least I try to make videos for you guys, and I try to get good information out there for you guys. I mean, for the subscribers that I have, I want to thank you, because I didn't even think I was going to have this many subscribers. As many views as I've gotten on some of the videos that I have out there, I no way when never thought I'd have that many views on any of my videos. So I just want to say I appreciate you guys for sticking and watching the videos, as crappy as they may be. I know a lot of them are boring and a lot of them are just talking, but I just want you guys to understand how my life is and how other YouTubers' lives are. They do this for a living. I don't do this for a living. If I was doing this for a living, there'd be a lot more content out there. I promise you that. But I started this channel basically just to help people out and be informational and all that stuff, and just share a little bit of my life with you guys, and hopefully help you guys learn something, and just interact and all that. So I apologize again for the weak videos that I've been putting out, but I guess maybe this one's part explaining it, why, and just saying I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm kind of hurting. My soul's a little crushed. I almost cried a little bit. It's kind of that emotional feeling you get where you thought this time was going to be it, and it just crushes your soul. But you have to keep moving on. That's the most important thing in life. You have to keep moving forward. Fuck the bullshit. That's what I say. Let's keep moving on. And we're going to make it better. Sometimes it happens like that. You got to just spend more money than you thought. Learning experiences, as far as learning experience too, I'm learning so much. I cannot begin to explain like the amount I've been learning from just going to the track. And a lot of you may say, oh, every time you go to the track you're fucking breaking. How can you learn something? Well, every time I've gone to the track I've broken a different thing. And what that's taught me is cheap parts don't last on the track. The track is very hard on your car. There have been people with stock axles and having success, and it's, I could say it's all in the launch and all that. You got to slip the clutch and all that. So that's why I think I'm gonna buy. I got the tip of getting 06 RSX Type S axles and throwing them in because they're 36 millimeter and they fit in the B series swap. So I think I might do that. And just see, because it's cheaper. It's like $60 an axle for remanufactured ones at Napa, which they said to get the reman ones and not the new ones, because the reman ones are just OEM rebuilds that they do. So I think I might get 2 sets, depending on the time frame of these insane shaft axles, because I'm really not confident in them anymore. But at the same time, I can't say I'm not confident in them, because I think it was the differential that played the major part in it. So I kind of do want to try them again, and put them to the test with a fresh diff, and to know that the differential is not the issue. I spent $700 on this differential. There should be no way in hell that this diff is going to give me a fucking issue. So I think if depending on the time frame of them sending me the axles, the inners, and the time that the diff is here and it's all in the transmission, I seal it up and put it in and all that. Depending on that time frame, if they're here and I can rebuild them and go to the track, then great, I'll do that and just go to the track with the insane shafts and hope for the best. I might still just buy a set of RSX axles just in case, but if not, if they're still fucking with me and not fucking sending shit or whatever and fucking me over, and I have to try to get my money back, then what's going to happen is I'm going to buy 2 sets of the RSX axles, and I'm going to go to the track, and if I snap, then at least I have an extra spare there that I can swap over and go out again. But we're going to go fingers crossed this time. And I know it kind of contradicts what I said about going with cheap parts and all that stuff, but I just don't have the extra money right now to order a set of drive shaft shop axles, which is my next upgrade. I'm not fucking around anymore when I tell you with drivetrain parts. In the future, I plan on getting an Albin gear set. It's a helical cut gear set. It's 1 through 4th, and I plan on doing that. It's about almost $4,000, I would say. I can get it a little cheaper at the speed shop that I'm at, and I'm pretty sure I can work out some kind of plan or whatever with them. But I'm saving up for that because I want the transmission as well to be bulletproof, because I'm not going to be I don't plan on building a car that's going to hit like 800, 900 horsepower. Excuse me. My goal is to have a 500-600 horsepower max Civic. That's going to be plenty of power for me to mess around with, especially at the track, or if I drive it in the street, whatever. That's my top goal, and that's where I'm going to stay. I don't plan on making anything other than that. The Nova actually is the one that I want to build something, around that horsepower range, and well, not exactly 800, but 6, 7. 6 is the goal, but if I hit 7, close to 700, then that's fine. And I plan on doing that with a 5.3 LS swap. So we'll see. It's just it's a pain right now. It's a pain. You win some, you lose some, though. But there was a lot of good cars at the track. I still had a fun day with the family and all that stuff. So I'm gonna cut this video now, guys. Thanks for watching. I apologize again for the crappy videos, but I hope at least we got to sit here and chat, and you enjoyed it somewhat. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Have a good day. Peace.